Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Since work is still a little bit slow, I don't actually have a repair video for you today. I do want to talk about this Tessman amp clamp and multimeter that Tessman sent me for free. I tell you what, in that last video I said I was going to put a link to their Amazon page. Actually, I'm going to put this in my Amazon store, and you can click on that link to find this meter if you want to purchase one. Actually, I got to play with this thing a little bit. It's kind of cool, actually. It has a backlit display screen, which is nice. It auto ranges, but you can also set it on amps or volts. Now, in order to use the amp clamp, it does do, the amp clamp is AC and DC, but in order to use it, you do need to make it stop on amp. That's the very first one. And then it will, it's on DC right now, and I think if you push it again, no, I'm still trying to figure it out. It's pretty intuitive. Select. Yeah, select DC and AC. So it does AC DC amperage. Now, what I thought was pretty cool about this was when it's on volts and it's on auto. I tried it, and you can put your probes on a 12 volt DC circuit. It'll tell you what your voltage is, and it says DC. And without touching the meter, you put your leads on a AC circuit, and it tells you your voltage, and it says AC. So that's kind of nifty. It also is one of those no touch. What am I trying to say? It'll tell you if a circuit is live. Okay, it is not sensitive. You just put the tip to a wire, and it'll tell you. I think it's only AC. It will tell you what the voltage. No, it don't tell you the voltage. It's either high or low voltage. 110's low. If you get into upper voltages, it says high or medium and high something. So pretty cool. It won't work just in an outlet. You can't touch an outlet and tell whether an outlet is live, but if you touch like a Romex wire, it will tell you whether it has power on it. So yeah, in that last video I hadn't really had a chance to play with this thing very much, so I did mess with it a little bit today, and I don't know, pretty neat. If y'all want to check it out, it'll be in my Amazon store, link below. Alright, now let's get to some RV stuff. I want to talk about refrigerators a little bit. An RV refrigerator versus a residential refrigerator. Now, when I say RV refrigerator, we're going to talk about 12 volt refrigerators here in just a minute. But for right now, let's talk about absorption refrigerators. It's going to either be the Dometic or Norcold. What I understand, Norcold got out of the absorption refrigerator business for a few years, but from what I understand, they're getting back into it. So they're going to start building absorption refrigerators again if they haven't already. I haven't seen a new one yet, but that doesn't mean anything. It just means I haven't seen one yet. So now, if you have a problem with one of these refrigerators, you just call your RV tech, whether it's a mobile guy or if you use a dealer. You know, they should have they should have knowledge. They should have parts or access to parts. They should have manuals or access to manuals, or access to technical assistance from Dometic or Norcold. Chances are they're going to be able to get your refrigerator fixed if it's repairable. If not, they can get you a new one and replace it. Now, so many, that's a lot of It's a lot of glare. Sorry about that. So many refrigerators now. No, so many refrigerators. So many RVs now. The manufacturers are putting residential refrigerators in them. Now, when I say residential refrigerator, what do I mean? I mean like a Bosch or an LG or a Frigidaire. It is the same refrigerator, same setup as you have in your home or your residence. It is a 110 volt only refrigerator. It has a compressor, and it has Freon in it, where an absorption refrigerator will work on electric, LP, and it uses 12 volt for the controls. But the propane or the AC side of the refrigerator is only supplying heat to heat the cooling unit to do its magic thing, okay? Where a residential refrigerator actually uses a compressor, has moving parts. These refrigerators don't have any moving parts unless they have a fan on them, and that's the only moving part. And 90% of them don't have a fan. So no moving parts, moving parts. All right, now, where you get into trouble as an RV owner, if you have a residential refrigerator, if something happens to that refrigerator, a lot of times you're going to have a hard time finding somebody to work on it, because us RV guys, for the most part, I don't know of any RV guys that can work on a residential refrigerator. We don't have access to parts. We don't have access to the manuals. We don't have the knowledge, because we've been working on RV refrigerators. So we can't work on these. And the problem you run into is the residential appliance guys won't work on it because it's in an RV. RV's always been taboo. Nobody will touch an RV except an RV guy. And a lot of times, even if you just want to take it out and replace it, so many of these residential refrigerators are too large to go in and out the entry door on the RV, where any modern RV, if it has an RV refrigerator, the refrigerator should go in and out the door. Now, back in the day, there was a lot of 22-inch entry doors on RVs, anywhere from 22 to 24. Well, these refrigerators are 24 inches, so even if you had a 24-inch entry door, it was a tight squeeze. But if you had a 22, then these wouldn't come out either. But 26-inch entry door is super common today. So these refrigerators will go in and out of your RV, no sweat. These over here, maybe not. Maybe not. You might have to remove a window. If you've got a big window, you may have to remove a window to get the fridge in and out of the RV. Big problems. Now, just real quick, let's talk about 12 volt refrigerators. Let me change some stuff here. All right, so a lot of RVs now also will have a 12 volt refrigerator. Now, the only thing is, it's kind of a cross between an absorption refrigerator and a residential, just in the fact that it does have a compressor like a residential, but the motor to drive the compressor is 12 volt. So, instead of using 12 volt just for the controls and then using another power source to make heat for the absorption refrigerators, these just are 12 volt compressor refrigerators. Now, these are typically the same size as an absorption refrigerator, so they'll go in and out the doors just fine. Not super reliable though. Been my experience. The 12 volt refrigerators, they lack a lot in the reliability department. So yeah, that's the three main styles of refrigerators we see in RVs right now. Be honest with you, the residential refrigerators are coming on strong. We're seeing more and more of them, and I have calls just about every week. People saying, hey, my fridge ain't working. First thing I want to know is what brand it is. And you know, they give me a residential brand. I go, is that a residential refrigerator? Maybe they don't even know what that means, but I can usually figure it out pretty quick. And I say, sorry, I can't help you. You're going to have to try and find a residential guy that will work in an RV. I haven't followed up to see if they were able to find anybody. I don't know if, we're a pretty small market here. Now, a larger market may not be a big deal at all. You may find residential guys on every corner that will work on residential refrigerators inside an RV. In our small market, not so much. But yeah, I think that is about it. Just a quick shorty video. Just talking about refrigerators, and I wanted to show you that meter. So as always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time. Y'all have a fantastic day.